It's in the game. It's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Tucker now on the return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Irvin here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running back sent in motion. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. They'll send him over right. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
This finds Austin complete. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Buccaneers will take over with the football just outside the 30. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
They send a receiver in motion right. First down, here's Baker. Hauled in by Godwin. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Second and 3 now. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Irving will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That stop made by KJ Britt. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A handoff for Harris, running right. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Now Wilson on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Russ now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. Looking sideline and caught by Washington. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Motioning the tight end left. Here's 2nd and 7. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, here's Russ. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He has the first over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Harris. And he gets in, touchdown. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Tucker now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers with a long field ahead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Baker now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mayfield now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Man in motion here. Second down, Mayfield to pass. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. On target to Godwin. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Mayfield. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Ross out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Offense to the line for second down. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers toting a nice lead into the locker room. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half out of running back Bucky Irving. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Patterson now to return it. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll go again with Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running left is Harris. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Ross off the play fake. Throw secured by George Pickens. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Trying to run in, Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Wilson now from the gun. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Harris. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Going for it with Warren. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Bucky Irving now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Buccaneers then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's 2nd and 5. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Irving on the inside give. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. Let's see what they went with on third down. Here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Going right side, Harris with it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. Gets him those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Evans, the motion man here. 1st down, here's Baker. Completes this one to Otten. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 6 now. Flush down out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers don't want to see this one go to overtime. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Baker now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Back to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Once again, Irving. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Right back to Irving now. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8. So it's all coming down to a try from Chase McLaughlin. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.